Thermography is a very simple non-invasive test of the body's physiology, and we primarily use it to isolate dysfunction. So we're looking at very simple responses, either inflammatory, so heat responses, or neurological or cooler responses. Our service has become unique primarily because of our veterinary surgeons that are trained to read the technology. Our thermographers are here to collect the data, just like your radiographer and your radiologist. Okay, so we collect the data and it gets sent to our team of vets to read and interpret the findings for your vet.
It's Anthony Condon, I'm a show jumper. I use the service because I find it fascinating. It helps me keep on top of my horse's performance, helps me track any old injuries or new injuries that come along, and I think it's great to keep on top of things.
The preparations for this type of testing have to be done very carefully. Because we're testing the body's sort of sympathetic reactions, and we have to be very careful that there's no wind influences, no direct sunlight on the horse. The horse has to be prepped correctly by the owner, and we provide a full list of details before the scan's performed. The actual screening environment for testing is also very important, so we have to look at any outside influences that may affect the test. So your thermographer will prep you completely, and then when we turn up, we'll also do a checklist and run through everything to make sure you haven't missed anything. For the screening to be correct, we have to make sure we're positioning the horse at a 90-degree angle from the screening device. This can sound a little bit picky when your thermographer's telling you to move your horse around about 10 times, but it's very, very important that we get comparative views that our vets can correlate with. When we stress test, as I say, this is used to normally induce the lameness, so we can see it getting progressively worse. The reason for this is that on a baseline scan, sometimes many conditions and complaints we see don't often make themselves known until after the work's been performed. So we'll normally need to ask you when the lameness may occur. So sometimes that could be on the lunge, it could be a trot up, it could be a gallop when we're working in the racing industry. So we have to work very closely with your vet to make sure we're performing the right stress testing during your scan. One of the most important pieces of information for horse owners in the UK and Ireland at the moment is to make sure that they're using this test correctly. So the first thing we have to do is make sure we're selecting the right cases for it. This type of testing isn't suitable for every single horse that we see, so we have to work very closely with your vet and make sure that we're picking a suitable case. The next bit of information is to make sure you have a vet on the end of all your screening results, so therefore your vet can work off them clinically and it can assist diagnosis, treatment and rehabilitation.